dead dad jokes are just always in vogue.
Mm-hmm. Hey, welcome to the podcast. We're two white guys and we talk.
What makes it a podcast? Is it just recording yourself talking?
That's straight up, yeah. That's it.
Okay, so...
And casting it. I think you have to publish it. So in that case, this isn't really a podcast.
It's just a recording.
It's a recording,
yeah.
That will be stored until long in the future. So I guess we don't have a podcast. We just have a lot of historical
just record
records.
The things that we say.
Yeah, that's always been true, though. We
don't
used
record
to
them.
No, we used to record shit back in high school, shortly after high school days.
I remember us recording the videos, but
I'd go around with this car and we just record shit on
who?
this. Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Spaghetti and meatballs. Damn it!
Yeah, I see. You're the one who did it.
I did it this time.
It was you all along.
It was me.
I have never once said our real names.
Hey, stop! Spaghetti and meatballs. Son of a bitch.
Beep boop.
Beep boop. But yeah, we used to fucking record shit on this shitty digital recorder because this was pre-smartphones. You couldn't just record shit on your whatever you have. Everyone had flip phones and shit. If that. Some people didn't even have phones.
Some people had the juke or whatever,
the
where
slidey
it would,
one
spin to open.
Yeah,
like a knife, like a pocket knife.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. I miss that shit. That was neat. And it's a much more the call is over. It's not just push the button.
I know it's a running joke, but it's so true that you can't angrily hang up on people now.
No.
Unless the only way to do that realistically is to huck your phone.
Yeah. What, no head?
Boom. Slam it against the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, we should make a thing, thing.
You could just get an air horn. And then if you're like, fuck you, bitch, air horn into the mic.
Or maybe you could hook up your electronic assistant to end the call whenever you say end transmission. That'd be kind of cool. Be sort of Star Trek-y.
That's not angry though.
No, you're right. It'd have to be like a Bluetooth thing that you have on your chest and then you fucking slap it.
You just magnet.
Yeah.
Or a hammer.
It could be whatever you want.
Fuck you, bitch. Shatter your phone.
We could have a Bluetooth thing where you hit something with it. You could hit it with a hammer, and then you don't have to break your phone every time.
Okay, an app. All right.
Yeah.
The app's only purpose is when you're on the phone, it makes the whole screen end call.
So you can
just
bam,
slap,
just high five,
just fuck you, bitch, and just high five your phone.
Here's an idea too. You could make it like a motion detection thing, so you just just slap it on your leg.
It's just got a light sensor, and if it instantly goes black,
yeah, bitch. Or if you just do the hang up motion, just shake it, shake it real fucking
whip
hard. Bitch.
Yeah, then I can imagine someone it slips out and they're on a boat, they just boo!
Yeah, they're
into the ocean.
They're hovering over a fucking industrial-sized grinder.
They're on a helicopter and they just huck their phone at the pilot.
They're hanging above Chernobyl in a helicopter. And then they throw their phone, and then the helicopter crashes into the reactor.
And they survive the crash.
Somehow, yeah. But not the radiation.
Apparently, from what I've heard from my sources, apparently the elephant's foot isn't actually that dangerous now.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Not as nearly as dangerous as it once was,
surely,
at the very least.
It's gone through... I mean, it's like Half-Life, right? So it goes half by half by half.
Yeah.
It's progressively less dangerous. But then there's a plateau.
It's only a matter of time before someone goes over and carves their initials into the elephant's foot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Someone tags the elephant foot.
How much lead would you need to do that right now?
How much lead? Oh, well, in theory,
to protect
none.
yourself.
Depends on how, whether you value your own life or your legacy.
Well, that's the thing, is that I do value my life. I don't believe in the legacy.
Just get one of those vests from the dentist.
The lead vest?
Yeah.
I feel like you'll need thicker.
Get a lead mask or something.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that it'd have to be a camera. You couldn't have a seeing port. And the camera itself would not be able to handle the radiation.
And again,
so you'd
you
have to
could
leave
absolutely
blind.
do this naked.
Just like the original workers did.
Oh my god, something's wrong with the reactor. Get in there, but don't get your clothes dirty. You should probably be naked.
Yeah, that
Go
way.
look into that hole.
That way your clothes won't kill people. It'll just be your bodies that do. Man, they were pretty hardcore though, because a lot of them knew about radiation and shit, and they're like, "Gotta save the world."
Yeah.
Which is a pretty iconically Russian thing, like that submarine captain who, like, he was the last dissenting vote to not fire the nukes when they had that fucking false alarm.
They were looking on the radar. I didn't know it was a submarine. I thought it was on land. But they were looking at the radar and they were like, "Yep, America definitely launched nukes at us. They definitely did. We need to launch the nukes too." Yeah. And this guy was like, "Hold!"
Yeah.
Hold!
Hold!
And then, eventually they were like, "Oh, yeah, no, they're not nukes. We're fine." It wouldn't be the Cold War anymore. It would be the
hot war.
The hot-ass war.
Followed by a series of very, very cold wars.
Yeah.
After that.
It was a very long stint of no war.
Yeah, a pretty long stint of no war, and then some very cold wars afterwards. Because
I would imagine it would actually get pretty hot.
No.
Because of the smoke and debris from the nuclear fallouts. Well, I mean, if Russia and America were to nuke the shit out of each other, it would absolutely fuck both countries. Probably not Russia as much because there's so much empty space. But
well, I mean,
it wouldn't
we double
actually
fuck the populated areas.
For sure.
And all their allies.
The only the thing that would cause the most issues worldwide would be the radioactive particles floating up into the air and getting dispersed with the
Well, that's the thing, is that the dirt also, the non-radioactive dirt that gets kicked up, which wouldn't be a large portion, but most of it would be irradiated. But even just the remaining dirt that stays in the atmosphere would reverse global warming for a long time.
So that's what we need.
Well, the problem is that you are kind of right. It would add some carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Well, I think
it would just, you get that greenhouse effect.
Well, that's the thing, is that the greenhouse effect, you have to have see-through, a greenhouse has glass on the outside and not... No,
because if you're sitting in a metal box in the middle of summer with no windows, you can't tell me you'd be cold. It'd be hot as fuck.
Well, I mean, you sit in the house in summer, and it's less hot than it is outside.
Because you have AC.
That's not the only reason.
Nope. Swamp cooler, then.
There's a reason. There's a term called nuclear winter, and it's because that's what would happen.
No, it's because nothing would grow, because nothing grows in winter.
We talked about this last week. Shit would grow if there was sunlight. But the problem is there'd be far less sunlight.
Well, I mean, we can grow weed with no sunlight. Surely we can just set up a bunch of fucking UV lights over some fields.
Because we'd be living underground for a good long time. A good long time. At least 30 years.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
actually, you know what?
Chernobyl.
Probably a couple of weeks, to be honest. The fallout. See, if it's papered evenly across the country, then you need to stay underground until all of it descends and then loses its radioactivity enough. But if it's just the population centers, you could just go north 20 miles and you'd basically be fine.
Depending on how windy it is.
Yeah, depending on if there's a populated area and an air current blowing directly towards that area. Eventually, it would be like spread out evenly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, it's like a pool at that point, like a public pool, like you piss in the pool.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if someone takes
enough.
a big shit in the pool, like they'll scoop the poop out if they can.
Yeah.
And they'll say like, all right, no one in the
still a
pool,
little
we
bit
gotta
of
get
poop
the
in
poop out. But realistically, like I've worked in pool maintenance. I'm sorry, listeners out there, but there is fuck all you can actively do if someone bodily fluids in the pool.
Yeah.
You just have to wait until the filters deal with it.
There
You
will be
can,
some
in theory,
poopy in there.
shock the pool with the concentrated superchlorine, but then people wouldn't be able to swim in it.
Yeah, but also,
For a long
it wouldn't
time.
mean there's no poop in there. It just mean the poop is neutralized.
Yeah, it would just spread out. You wouldn't even know, like
Yeah.
the radiation.
Yeah, it just wouldn't be dangerous poop.
Which is exactly why they tell you to not drink as much pool water as you can.
Yeah, you really shouldn't.
Like a little bit is probably okay, as long as you're not in the kiddie pool.
But I do think, I mean, cancer rates would rise a little bit. I mean, probably a lot bit, but it wouldn't be, there wouldn't be super mutants or red scorpions or nothing.
Yeah, because unfortunately we haven't really run into any instances of cancer like mutating people in a even somewhat useful way.
Yeah, mostly it's just like you start growing black rods of nerve and skin out of your fingers, and you can feel them. But
I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up.
Don't worry, that's not real. That's a real thing.
No, it's not. Thanks for tuning in.
The topic this week is nuclear disaster. What's your favorite nuclear disaster? Phone in.
I don't have a phone. You can set up a Google Voice account.
Yeah.
I don't want to be getting phone calls from people who are listening to this, though.
No,
Also,
I mean,
they would just be leaving voicemails to the grave.
I'm asking you to phone in.
I'm not phoning anything in. Chernobyl. The answer's Chernobyl.
Yeah, Chernobyl.
It should always be Chernobyl. I mean, Fukushima is interesting, but...
Yeah, there's some cool bits about that, but they didn't botch it as badly. I mean, Chernobyl, is the first one, right?
First big oops.
Yeah, first big oops. They learned about how bad it can go, and we all learned from that as well. So, they built it better next, subsequent times to avoid such a thing happening, and to deal with it better if it did happen. And Fukushima was kind of like that, except that they did not account for what if it all goes into the ocean.
Oh, whoops. Well, we'll just have to shock the ocean. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. We just gotta wait for the filters to deal with it. Oh, the filters are the fish? Oh.
That's a good thing. The vast majority of
That's
the
a good
Earth
thing a
doesn't
lot of our
rely on
culture
fish.
isn't based on soup made out of particular parts of certain fish that we fish out of existence.
Yeah, it's a good thing fish isn't the staple food for humanity since
lot of
ancient times.
For a lot of places of the world.
Because that would be bad. If all fish, practically all fish in the Pacific Ocean were irradiated, that'd suck ass. Good thing that's not real. Especially in 10,000 years, when all that radiation will be completely gone.
Well, completely?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
imagine
10,000 years is the date.
Yeah, but it's got to be a half-life situation. It's not like there's a fucking clock.
I guess you're
down.
right. There'd be some variance, but 10,000 years is when it's safe and sound, essentially. You could walk into Chernobyl and fucking rub your penis on the elephant's foot. No big deal.
You can do that right now.
Well, you can, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't do that.
It's like vasectomy, or
See if I get some superpowers.
I mushroom stamp this elephant's
This
foot.
looks like a job for Elephant Dick. He has elephant powers on his dick from the elephant's foot.
You know, there's the whole like world's biggest penis thing.
Oh, here we go.
Guinness
again.
World Record, right?
Yeah.
There was this dude, I believe he was from India, who was like, yeah, I got like by a long shot the world's biggest dick. No, he might have been from Mexico actually. But he was like, yo, my dick good.
My dick good, but better than
My
yours.
dick do shit that your dick never could. Yeah, and his dick was like fucking like 2 or 3 feet long.
Damn.
Just absolutely massive. And then they, Guinness
Flew out.
looked into it and they were like, wait a minute, you just been stretching it since you were a fucking teenager. You fucking weirdo, that doesn't count.
It's
You've been hanging weights off of your foreskin.
It's an inch wide. It's
Yeah,
less
like
than an inch
dude,
wide.
if you're just stretching your foreskin out, like your urethra isn't getting longer. So when you piss,
It's just dribbling down the inside of the tube.
in your foreskin, man. Like, fuck that. How do you have sex? You know what? I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, that's very bad.
That's horrible, man.
God, it looked like the Michelin Man if you tried to swaddle it all back up.
A little accordion.
Yeah. Fucking Kaiser's Orchestra play Bach at Hallelujah on that shit.
Man, swaddling is weird. Like, it's cool that it works, but just like if you from an outside perspective, like the first time I heard about swaddling, where they're like, yeah, wrap your baby up as tight as you fucking can.
Yeah.
Or if you have an animal that's freaking out, just wrap them up in a cocoon.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this is nice. Because I've wrapped people up in cocoons before, and they don't like it.
Well, if they're not expecting it, they'll probably resist.
If they're on salvia,
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
probably not going to enjoy it. It'll seem like they enjoy it in the moment, but they're actually being traumatized.
Yeah, they're just going into shock. But that is the thing we used to do with our friends is we tuck each other in forcefully.
Yeah.
Tight.
Hard tuck.
A hard tuck. And I always enjoyed it.
A paralyzing
It's
tuck.
fun. And then you're in there and you're swaddled. You feel safe.
Yeah,
you're
I
not
mean,
safe,
if you're
of
just
course.
tucked, if you're heavy tucked,
Heavy tuck.
you can get out.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're a full
swaddled,
adult, man.
If
yeah.
you're just full on, full body straitjacketed,
Very difficult.
I don't think I'd like that.
You'd have to David Blaine your way out of
You
there.
just have to chew your way out.
Like a beaver. Well, that's us done for the day. Should this be the first super short episode? 20 minutes?
We can make it shorter. Not this episode, unfortunately.
Nah, this one's got to be 2 hours. We have a trend to continue.
Longer and longer.
We're just stretching out the foreskin. It's not getting better. It's just getting longer. Oh, fuck's sake. Alright, nuclear apocalypse. Like Fallout style, not like real life. How long you surviving?
I would die as soon as it happened.
Well, alright. You make it into the vault, and then you have to leave 200 years
I would
later.
be killed almost instantly.
You'd step out of the vault, and...
No, I mean, I'd get into the vault, and it'd be like, alright, we're us fucking, 50 people gotta survive. And, like, there's no way in hell I would get along with everyone enough to not have one of them kill me.
Well, that's the beauty, because you go into the Fallout 4 one where you're immediately frozen for 200 years. And then you step out, everyone else is frozen. You gotta go outside. How long you making it in the outside world?
What's the radiation situation look like?
I mean, there's pockets of pretty bad radiation.
So I have a Geiger counter on me. Like, I know where these pockets
you
are
got
as I explore.
You got a Pit Boy. You don't have VATS because that doesn't make sense as a real thing. that could happen.
So I have a Geiger counter.
Yeah, you have a Geiger counter.
Fuck. Well, I mean, a big bonus to this is that I can eat pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, raw meat would be questionable, but you know, if I find something with calories besides uranium, because that would be nice, man. To eat a piece of uranium, you don't got to eat for like 10 years. Probably the rest of your life.
Just so much power.
Yep. Just so strong. Probably get kind of sleepy though, taking in 1 million calories in one bite.
Yeah, 100,000 joules of energy.
But I could probably, food-wise, if I were to find food, I could make it work. I wouldn't be like, oh, I can't eat this, I'm gonna vomit. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna eat this, but I gotta find some liquid.
So you pop
as well.
Open the roaches and then.
I gotta get some sort of liquid to like.
Yeah.
Soften this MRE.
Yeah, and to be honest, after 200 years, the Nuka-Cola is not gonna be drinkable. That will make you vomit.
Sugar.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be. It'll be bad. No, stop it. Cut that part out.
Yeah, I think I mean, like, let's say that the only thing you have to deal with, enemy-wise, are predators, like animals that, like wolves and shit, that would eat you anyways.
Yeah.
There would definitely be more animals that be willing to eat you because they have to now.
Yeah. They can.
They're like, wait a minute, I've always been able to kill a human.
The shackles have been released.
So that would be tough, especially if like a silverback or a polar bear.
Yeah, and that's the thing. After 200 years of irradiated landscape,
shit would either be very large or very small.
Yeah. And
I imagine very small.
They just imagine a bunch of tiny wolves, but there's 100 of them.
They're just climbing all over you.
Yeah. Swarming you.
See, yeah, because I feel like, if you had a gun, it'd be a hell of a lot easier to take on a giant wolf than 100 tiny wolves.
That's true.
What are you going to do? You're gonna use a sawed-off shotgun? You use that little derringer that shoots shotgun rounds?
You gotta use a katana, and to be honest,
you'd have to put it on the ground and spin it like fucking jump rope.
Yeah, you'd need a scythe.
Yeah, that's your only option. Just get a scythe and just spin around,
just
or climb.
Down.
Build a moat around yourself.
Yeah. The shovel would be the.
I think that would be a really good thing to do, is just go back to moats.
Yeah.
Because the water is almost certainly going to be irradiated for sure, but like that's not the purpose of the water. It's to keep things out.
Yeah. Largely irradiated beasts.
Yeah. Humans too.
Yeah.
Scare humans.
I mean, people could figure it out.
Yeah, you could build a boat.
But as long as you got some people watching. And the radiation will come in handy there too. Because they'll think twice. They'll see the water and be like, water isn't safe anymore. You can only drink lemonade. Or
you make it seem like the water is safe. So people come up like deer, and they're like, oh, sweet, safe drinking water. They drink it, they die. And then, you drag the bodies, and then, back into the water, and then the crocodiles eat it. Or whatever.
And
your water pigs.
You take their stuff. Yeah, your water pigs that you've raised.
And then, and there's just rinse and repeat. You get all their stuff. You don't have to worry about like raiders, because they're not gonna like send word back like, yo, don't actually drink this shit.
Yeah, nah, it's over for them. Well, that is the problem though, is that if they drank the radiated water, they would have time to go back. Probably.
Well, yeah, but who's gonna? I guess if they were like messenger ants.
Yeah.
And they drank some of the water, and they were like, I have to go tell everyone that this is here.
I gotta go tell everyone there's a water source. oh, I feel sick.
And you use the gun from the last person to shoot them.
That's the thing, yeah.
As
You
they're
might as well
leaving.
just shoot them while they're drinking. Like a deer.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
You don't have to wait as long. You don't have to Komodo dragon that shit.
Give them little bites.
Yeah.
Follow them around.
Like the Grim Reaper. That's such a weird and fucked up fucking mechanism that Komodo dragons have.
Oh, it keeps them from getting bored.
I guess, yeah. But it's just so mean.
Yeah.
You bite them, the venom takes hold, and the wound gets infected also.
Is it venom or is it just dirty ass bite?
It's both. They recently found that all monitor lizards practically have venom.
See, practically is it like because you need it to go through
Well, there's
your
some.
tooth.
There's some.
Like it has
No,
to
because
inject.
Gila monsters have venom as well, but they don't have hollow teeth.
So what? It just leaks into their fucking mouth?
Yeah, and then they rip up your skin and it goes into the wound. That's their method of injection. Is the like the same thing you do to clay back in elementary school, where you get
take
a fork.
big bite out of it.
No, you get the fork on both sides and then put some water on it. The water in this case being venom. And then you don't have to stick it together. It's done at that point.
The damage is done.
Yeah. But yeah, they got venom, and they also have a shitload of bacteria. And the combination of both of those will just eventually kill the water buffalo. And until then, they just sort of like fucking look at it.
And follow it around.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I know, man.
You just that happens and you can see it. It's not even like hiding.
It's just there.
Just watching.
Ever present, the grim specter of defeat.
It's just waiting. You don't have to worry. I mean, you at a certain point, you're like, please attack me, and it's like, nah.
I don't have the energy for that.
Yeah,
I'm a lizard.
no, I don't want to be burning those calories, bro. I'll wait.
Yeah, at least vultures circle, you know? This guy's just right there, staring at you.
Yep, waiting.
Mad dogging you.
You'll die.
Just let it develop.
Let it develop.
No, it's coming. It's coming. I've won.
Give it time.
I've already won. Just have to wait until my
pull
prize.
out my James Joyce novel.
I'm going to just read my Grisham.
Read War and Peace while you die.
Oh, there he goes. And now I'll eat the already festering animal.
Death has cooked it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it likes the weird flavors that gangrene gives the water buffalo. I wonder if that is part of it. And they've adapted to this lifestyle, so certainly they've got some taste for fucked up injury meat.
I mean, I imagine a big part of it is that you don't have to fight.
Yeah.
Because fighting is dangerous. If you just run up and give them a chomp and then run away.
Yeah, and then scurry away. And then, maybe they chase you for a while. But you're a big lizard, you can go wherever you want. And then it'll start kicking in. And they'll be too tired to fight you, so then you can just, rest on your laurels and, sit and wait.
Watch them.
Watch them. Watch them die.
Watch them die. I wouldn't want that.
Mm-mm. Well, not for me and my family.
My irradiated family.
Imagine, if you will, a Komodo dragon with radiation bites.
Yeah, it's like no longer dirty or venomous.
It's just super radioactive.
Super radioactive. Here's a question. What animal do you think would be able to handle radiation the best? And my first thought would be, my go-to would be like wolves, because there's wolves in Chernobyl now.
Yeah, well that's the thing is that...
And rats and deer. But
they've adapted
to that. It's not every type of animal is near Chernobyl.
No, and not every type of animal has developed.
For all we know, pandas could be
thyroid.
They could be the most radiation-proof animal.
Well, in earnesty, the most radiation-proof animal will be the one with the least amount of soft tissue.
So cockroaches.
Yeah, like bugs. Maybe a crab would be okay. Lobster.
Crabs would probably be fine.
Yeah.
Because there's so much goddamn water, dude. Like,
Yeah,
we'd have
so
to
much water.
we'd have to nuke so many waters
Did you know
so many
that
times.
you could swim in a spent rod pool at a nuclear energy plant, and you'd be fine?
Can you drink it?
Yeah, you could. You could totally drink it, because just the amount of water between
It's
you,
so dissipated.
unless you dove to the very bottom and like slapped the rods, the water disperses enough of the radiation that you're basically just sitting in a 7-Eleven at the top of that pool. No different than the outside world. It's pretty crazy. They don't recommend you do it. They don't let you do it, but you could do it.
You could break in.
You could sneak in there into I'm pretty sure those would be terrorism charges.
Oh, 100%. You're never going to get in, but you could try.
Because gas stations, if you fucking damage a gas station in certain words, you can be charged
I
with
think
terrorism.
we're running into the whole, like, people who run from the cops thing where, like, you know, or the whole, like, you have a life sentence in prison where it's
Just
like,
adding.
you're already fucked.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you're getting the same charge for breaking into a 7-Eleven, the same amount of time for breaking into 7-Eleven with a gun, whatever, versus breaking into a nuclear power plant facility with spent broadwater. Like, go big or go home, you know?
Yeah, fair enough.
If you run from the cops, you've already run from the cops. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like they increase the charge for every minute. There's no, like, timer. It's not like a fucking parking meter.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
you run from the cops, boom, you're done. If you endanger other people's lives, then,
yeah.
you know, like...
well, that's the thing. Yeah, like, if you do actively run over pedestrians, you will add more to that.
Right, but
As soon as you hit one pedestrian, you're already in a
you're
life
done,
sentence.
you know?
Yeah,
If
it's
you got a
fucked.
life sentence, it's like, fucking
Yeah,
do whatever you want. This is your only chance.
Yeah, do what you have to get
Do
away.
what you gotta do.
And to
Shoot
be honest,
down the helicopter.
you're probably not walking away. It's GTA 5 stars.
Yeah, you can't...
It's over for you.
There's no hiding under a bridge.
It's like the guy. There's a guy. that
Unless
got
you're the
in
barefoot bandit.
Oh hell
He
yeah!
could get away.
Yes. God, that's such a cool story.
Mm-hmm.
Just stealing
God
planes and
damn it.
boats. Yeah.
We can't catch him.
Doesn't
This
know how to
kid-
fly. Doesn't know how to.
Well, he did.
Ride a boat.
He stole instructional videos on how to fly a plane, broke into a place with a cassette player or a VHS player, popped them in, watched the videos, and that's how he learned to fly a plane.
Well, you don't even have to do that, but we can just look it up on YouTube nowadays.
Yep. I mean, there's Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
It's widely touted as extremely realistic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got all the things you
And
need.
just as boring.
Yeah, but if you're the Barefoot Bandit, you don't even have to learn all like the fucking air codes. You're fucking free.
Yeah,
you're
you don't
free
gotta
as a
be
bird.
calling in.
Yeah, just steal as many boats and
Just
planes
fly around.
and cars as you need to
Just try to land.
stay on. Do your best to land. You'll get used to it the more you do it.
Yeah. Build up an immunity to plane
To
crashes.
plane fear.
You know, you
What
could
animal
steal-
do you think would resist plane crashes the best?
Armadillo.
Armadillo,
Yep.
not turtle.
No, because turtles got soft bits. I guess it could completely suck itself in, but you know, their shell is so hard, it would crack.
Mm.
You know,
So you think an armadillo? It has
it balls up, but it also has some malleability,
Yeah,
some
it's-
shock absorption.
Yeah,
You know.
the outside shell will crumple to save the inner armadillo.
That would be my thought.
You might be right on there, and it's smaller, so its terminal velocity would be lower.
Yeah, you know what? I changed my answer. Ants.
And yeah, good point. Yeah, ants would be just fine,
Totally fine. Probably wouldn't even know it happened.
especially fire ants.
They'd be like, "Oh, it's so nice and cozy in here."
Because as fire ants, we're immune to fire.
It's true. That's why they're called fire ants. Just so you know, listeners. It's science. Science.
Science.
Yeah, ants. 100%.
Yeah, you're right. That's correct.
I think a problem with nukes that
Mm.
we'd run into is if we nuke the wrong place, it would blow fire ants up into the atmosphere. They would be scattered around by the atmospheric
then they'd
winds.
adapt to sky living.
And then, they would just, depending on the speed of the winds, we'd run into like a satellite situation.
And
they
they'd
would
just
forever
be
up there.
Clusters of
like clouds of fire ants.
hive-minded fire ants that can float
like you see,
wherever they want.
those clusters of like larks.
Yeah.
Flying around in the air.
Yeah, they do the whole. What is that called? Shit, I learned this word. Fuck. Like how shoals of fish do, where they all swim together.
Yeah.
What's that fucking
Schooling?
called? No. There's a word for it because it's like partial hive mind when they do that. It's like a system thing. Fuck. Whatever. You know what? Actually,
this is the part of the show where we Google something.
This is the part of
the my thought with schools of fish has always been like, there's no leader fish. It's more of like that something scary shows up, and then the fish that are closest to the scary thing get scared, swim away, and like a herd of deer, the other fish around it go, oh fuck, I guess there's something scary over there. I guess we're running away. So I would imagine schools of fish are based entirely on trust. And just safety in numbers sort of thing. Like the ones... I wonder, this is a question I've had with schools of fish. Do they rotate who's on the outside? Because penguins do that. Penguins will rotate when they all group up in their little pods when it's freezing cold with the winds. They'll group up in their little pods, standing up super tight together, and they will rotate which ones are on the inside and which ones are on the outside.
I think penguins do that too.
Warm. That's what I said.
Oh.
Don't you fucking listen to me every once in a
Sorry,
while.
I read the word starlings when you were talking about
TikToks and Instagram reels.
I found the word. It's murmuration.
Really?
Yeah, but that's just for birds.
Murmuration.
Yeah. It's a phenomenon.
Yeah, so we'd have murmurations of fire ants flying through the sky.
giant. And to be honest, there'd be so many up in the air after 200 years.
Yeah, because there's like... I can't remember the actual number,
it would essentially
but I
be
remember
deep mine.
hearing that, like, in terms of weight...
Oh, yeah.
They're, like, drastically more, again, in terms of weight, ants.
Yeah,
than there are
insects in
humans.
general, in numbers and weight, by far surpasses everything else. If you don't count like fucking krill and shit, but to be honest, that's just a bug, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's just
little
a little
shrimpies.
sea bug, little shrimp.
Like sea monkeys.
Yeah, those are shrimp. Those are a kind of shrimp, I think.
Yeah.
Trilobites.
We just put them in a little plastic container. Some see-through plastic.
And then your big brother drinks them.
And then, you just get some friends over, you get drunk. Crack open the
you blow some weed into it.
You blow some weed in a straw, stick it in the water, blow a bunch of weed smoke into the water, see what happens when sea monkeys get high. They all die.
Yeah, they instantly die.
So you feel terrible, so you drink them to hide the evidence. They grow inside your stomach.
And they form a murmuration.
Of sea monkeys.
And puppet your body. So they can go to the movies.
They spread throughout your circulatory
So they can
system.
go to R-rated movies on their own. Without
wear a trench coat.
What was it last week? The fucking mouse?
Yeah, it was mice eating cheese at a restaurant. I'll have the cheese. One order of cheese.
What was that, a mozzarella?
Mozzarella.
Oh yeah, I remember
mozzarella.
I'd like a spaghetti.
Mozzarella.
And one order of lasagna. And just a little bit of mozzarella.
Sir, please don't do that with your hand while you say those words.
Alright, that'll be one spaghetti, one lasagna, and some mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
I'll have that right out.
One mozzarella.
One mozzarella, please. Ugh, Christ.
I feel like that'd be pretty good, man. Like,
just a
what
big
is it? Oh man, I can't think of the name for it right now. But like toast with tomato slice on it, with I think basil and mozzarella. A big old plop of mozzarella.
Oh yeah. Fuck, what is that called? Well,
This is the second part.
The show where we Google something.
Oh, man.
Google AI, tell me, because I have no choice. What's that shit with
Toast, tomato, mozzarella.
Tomato.
It's like a brunch thing.
Tomato, mozzarella. Tomato, basil, mozzarella toasts.
It's a dish, though.
That's tomato toast. What the fuck? Bruschetta style
Bruschetta.
tomato.
It's bruschetta.
Bruschetta. There it
Yep.
is. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, so like I don't like
Recipes online, man. I hate it. I hate it so goddamn much.
I'm not a tomato fan. Don't like tomato.
Yeah,
but
same here. But I like
give me
margarita
some fucking
pizza.
bruschetta,
Oh yeah.
bro. You get that big old hunk of mozzarella on there.
Oh yeah. It's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, yeah.
Fucking good, bro.
Fucking
On toast, like the texture's going on in there.
Yeah.
It's enough texture to distract me from the tomato.
The tomato is a good accent. There are cultures where they just eat a fucking tomato
You
like
salt
an apple.
the tomato.
Fucking madness.
Yeah, no, I ain't. Nah, it's like taking a bite out of a fucking balloon.
I'd sooner eat an entire onion like an apple than I would
Oh,
a tomato.
dude, I would eat the hell if I was in the desert.
In digging holes.
I was digging holes, 6 foot by 6 foot holes.
Because you were caught stealing shoes, right?
I would eat the hell out of an onion. Honestly, yeah, I would be, if someone were like, I dare you to take a giant ass bite out of this onion, I would absolutely, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd do it in a heartbeat. My grandma used to do that, just with unprovoked.
Like an apple.
Yeah, just numbers. I like onions though. I imagine a lot of people wouldn't be able to do that.
A lot of people hate onions.
Yeah.
It is a very intense flavor.
Yeah, it's a big flavor.
Ginger and garlic, you know.
And in
flavor concentrate.
In holes, the onions they have are like sweet onions. They're like the world famous sweet onions.
Yeah, taking a bite out of a red onion would be pretty intense.
Yeah, that Dule Hill would go around selling the onions, and then he got shot
for selling onions.
I remember, yeah, for selling the
because
for
he
falling in love
with Suge Knight.
And Suge Knight, as we know, just fragile ego, just paper thin. You could he'll cry at the drop of a hat, man.
He'll shoot you up.
And then he'll murder over it because he can't handle knowing that he's cried, so he has to kill something about it.
Like an onion.
Yeah. But no, they shot Dule Hill in the movie because he fell in love with a white lady, right? And then that white lady.
I mean,
became
I don't know what you're
outlaw.
talking about, but it seems very realistic that anyone would shoot a black man for falling in love with a white lady.
Fair enough.
Before 1970.
Yeah. And this would have been like 1890. So like right after. I mean, not right after. 30 years after. Everyone should have calmed down, but no. 30 years after Civil War, 20 years after it was over. Yeah, not big fans of integration at that point.
Imagine a lot of it would probably be jealousy on the white man's part.
Yeah.
You know, you got a bunch of fucking incel white dudes and then some black slave is like, yo,
yeah,
I was talking to your wife and she was like very into it.
Yeah, who's been GMO'd into being super strong and virile because everyone else died within 4 years.
Yeah.
It's not even on purpose. It wasn't even eugenics. It's just how shit works when you work everyone to death.
Yeah, when you send people across an entire fucking ocean in the bottom of a ship.
Yeah, with one fucking salted
you
tomato
all get
to eat
one.
for the
Yeah,
entire
you
thing.
all get this onion.
You get a half a Happy Meal sandwich.
In 2 comes.
For the month-long journey in two comes. But you will not get full happy. We won't allow
No,
it.
I get zero happy. If I know anything about slavery, and I don't, it's not happy.
I know quite a bit. And I I will tell you third hand from my studies that it was not good. It wasn't a good thing.
Not fun?
No. And the people it was fun for were 100% all psychopaths. Because everyone else felt a little bad. To the point where they'd become friends with the people they owned and sort of like dangle freedom in front of them because they felt like maybe they should give them freedom deep down. And that's not even most of them. Most of them are just psycho. Just full on fucking torture for fun, fucking put a spoon in your brain and stir it around kind of people.
Why do you keep saying things like
That's
this?
a real,
Why do you keep saying things like this?
I'm giving an example of somebody who tortured slaves, did that. At least according to legend. You can't tell. The Backshots is looking down and to the right.
Yeah, your punishment is I'm gonna sit in fucking silence and make you run the rest of the episode.
That's good.
Any silence is you're doing now.
It's usually the case. Most of the silence in this show is when it's my turn to say something and I just don't have it in me.
And I grow. It's super. You know what's interesting too is like a lot of people, from what I've heard, grow increasing more and more uncomfortable the longer silence continues. Whereas I grow more and more excited as the silence grows.
Because you get to feel that.
Because it's not, you know, it's as it grows, I know that it makes people uncomfortable, and I know the longer it goes, the more uncomfortable it makes people. And myself being fine with silence, depending on the situation.
And
if I'm on a first date, then like, you know, I'm absolutely going to continue talking over the girl to make sure that, you know, the conversation, and by that I mean me talking, is
it's better to
continue.
Be the worst than boring, right?
Yeah, you don't want that. If I've learned anything, it's that no one likes the strong and quiet type. You want to be weak and loud.
Weak and loud, like Suge Knight.
Like Suge Knight, exactly.
He ain't getting out of prison, he'll be fine.
Alright.
He'll die in there. And if he doesn't, he'll run over someone else and then go right on back before he gets down to me on the list. I'm sure.
I imagine his sentence is going to increase. You know, like that's the fucked up thing about American prisons. That's the one fucked up thing. The only fucked up thing about Americans' prison systems. You get in there and it's like, oh, don't do anything illegal while you're in here. Oh, if you don't, though, you'll probably get killed. Yeah. So, you know.
Were we going to talk about
keep it on the DL
shit this week? Because I remember you telling me, you texted me and you were very angry about the police.
Oh, yeah, that was from a TV show that I watched.
I found out a couple of fucked up justice system things this week.
I need to tell you how I potentially ran from the cops.
Oh, yeah.
That was...
Were you about to get pulled over, but they didn't turn the lights on yet? So you...
Yes.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah. I was on my motorcycle, so it was especially I can 100% get away.
Take a turn here, and then a turn here, and then a turn there.
Yep. I was like, I just need to run one red light, turn into a neighborhood. Because I passed him going like, I shouldn't be fucking... Well, my name's not on here. Yeah. Yeah, I passed a cop going like 90 and a 40.
Jesus Christ. What are you doing?
It was middle of the night, so I was we were the only two vehicles on the road. He was coming the other way. He just turned out of a neighborhood, and I saw him and was like, oh, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And then I looked in the mirror, and he was turning around, obviously.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, gotta make a decision. And I did, and I slammed on the brakes so hard that my front tire started like death wobbling. Ooh. And my back tire, like I was feathering the line between it locking up and skidding, you know, so the whole bike is
doing your own ABS.
Yeah, on a motorcycle. It's stopping about as fast as you can possibly stop on that bike. And then saw the red light and was like, well, you know, it doesn't really fucking matter. I was going 90 and a 40.
Yeah.
So
that's felony.
Whipped into the neighborhood. Yeah. Whip into the neighborhood and start making a bunch of turns.
Yeah.
Because you are not outrunning a cop.
Yeah.
You can outrun a cop on a motorcycle. You cannot outrun a radio.
No.
Turns out radio signals are pretty quick.
You can't outrun the swarm.
Yeah. They got fuck else to do in the middle of the night, too.
If you got away 5 turns away before they turned on their lights, they'll give up. They will 100% give up. They'll do like 3 of the 5 turns, be like, fucking...
He's gone.
Yeah, it's over.
Not worth it.
Whatever.
And that's the big thing with motorcycles, is like, no car can corner faster than a motorcycle. Assuming the motorcyclist is
good,
adept, you know, and doesn't fucking crash because they're trying to turn so hard, you know.
Yeah.
So as long as you're whipping around corners and shit.
Yeah, the key to escaping the police is swiftness. Yeah. And just ahead.
Not being loud, which is unfortunately pretty tricky on a bike.
Yeah.
But if you're in a neighborhood, you can't tell where the sound is coming from, which street it's coming from. It's just the whole
It's like an ice cream truck. Remember when you were a kid and you heard the ice cream man, but you didn't know where the fuck it was?
Yeah, I chased down an ice cream man once on a long ass street, and he finally stopped. And he was like, "Yeah, you were running pretty quick. I saw you start from way back there."
Why didn't you fucking
And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was a child, and I was like, "This is so... Oh, this is what injustice is."
Speaking of injustice, you want to hear my fucked up things? One of them is... This is real. It sort of has a happy ending, so I don't know if you want to hear it.
Okay.
It does end well for the victim here.
Okay.
In the sense that he got a lot of money from the cops.
See though, like, there's been other situations where someone gets a lot of money as a, oops, sorry.
Yeah,
like the guy who was in jail for fucking 40 years.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, whoops, turns out you were fine. Here's $10 million. And he's like, what the fuck
Enjoy
am I
the
going to do with this? I'm on a different
10 years.
planet now. 60 years
People have phones in their pockets?
What are phones? You went in the 60s and came out in the 2020s?
Yeah, how'd civil rights go? Still working on it.
Oh, yeah, still getting there. Oh, it could have been out earlier? DNA came out in the 80s?
What? What?
So...
You guys were just making shit up? The whole time?
Okay, tell you what.
Uh-huh.
You can tell me the story.
Okay.
But you gotta tell me that the cop was fired.
I'd imagine so.
You gotta tell me that.
Okay.
I don't care if it's true or not.
It would have been multiple.
Okay, they
cops.
all got fired.
At least 2.
Cool.
Basically, this kid, like 17-year-old kid or something, calls the cops, says his dad is missing. He says he doesn't know where his dad is, he didn't come home, he's worried. Calls the cops. The cops come pick him up and immediately start interrogating him for the murder of his own father. And at one point, they tell him that they're going to euthanize his dog if he doesn't confess to the murder of his father. And of course, eventually he does after like 36 hours of over the top fucking...
Yeah, it turns out you can get someone to confess to just about fucking anything through torture. Crazy.
And then what's this? His dad fucking calls the police and is like, "Hey, where's my son?" Because he wasn't dead. He's missing.
In jail for your murder.
Yeah, they were about to charge him with murder for calling the police over a missing person.
Lesson learned, huh?
Yeah.
Never fucking call the cops ever for anything. I'm not a gun nut. I'm not a huge fan of guns. But Jesus Christ, man, I'm really considering buying that fucking shotgun Derringer. That thing's cool as hell.
Doesn't have anything to do with this.
Doesn't have anything to do with this conversation at all. But, just saying, if you shoot a Derringer shotgun Derringer, with that shoots 410 ammo, holds 2 rounds, Derringer. If you shoot one of those in your house, it's not going through a wall. You don't got to worry about killing little Sally next door.
It is going.
But you're gonna blast the shit out of someone if you shoot it at them. If there's like a tomato hanging from the ceiling that you're like, I was shooting at the tomato, you're gonna blast all the fucking flesh off of that fucking tomato.
and the
maybe the
floor-
tomato's gonna get paid leave, but good luck. Good fucking luck living a normal life with your ghoul face. Fucking tomato. I hate tomatoes, dude.
Yeah, fucking pigs.
Rip the fucking. Alright, yeah.
But yeah, that kid got $1 million out of that, at least.
The typical, oops,
Yeah.
sorry, the BP oil fix.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, it was this big story, and I saw this on a punk Instagram page meme, and I was like,
Hard times?
this seems no, it was a different one.
Okay.
So I didn't immediately trust it. I was like, this sounds way over the fucking top. And I looked for it, and I was like, I found some articles, but it was like Mercury News or some shit, and I was like, eh. And then I found the dude's name from one of the sketchier news articles, and then I found the local news articles, and I was like, oh, that's real. That's real. No.
They don't have really many reasons to lie about that shit.
Yeah, dog. Totally real. And
It's good to hear that all those cops died.
Yeah, in the fiery plane crash.
They got tomatoed.
Yeah. Fucking,
Someone salted them and took a giant
those
sent them in the ocean so the sharks would take giant fucking bites out of them.
You know what I always say is those that die are justified.
Wearing the badge!
No, for real though, you'd think after that happened and there was a fucking news article written about it, people would be like, hey, maybe we should take a look at all the other confessions people have been doing. Make sure they didn't threaten their dogs.
Maybe
also.
we should question whether or not someone's confession was actually accurate if there's giant fucking dents on the wall above where their head would be if they were sitting in that room.
Yeah. Maybe we should check over the tapes
Why
to make
is
sure
there
they
a
weren't
sheet
doing
underneath their chair?
fucking KGB bullshit. Yeah.
Why is there a hole in their seat?
They would put them in a box just big enough to not lay down in if they could. Because they think that shit works.
Like the oubliette?
Yeah.
Like we did in the fucking 1700s, like the 6 to 1200s?
Yeah, or they
drop them in a fucking hole.
They retested it in Guantanamo Bay as well. Turns out, don't really work. Don't really work for legitimate information.
Wow.
It's pretty easy to fuck someone up forever, but you cannot get good, reliable information. You have to bribe people. That's the only thing that works.
I'd still bro, someone, well, depending on, if it was incriminating someone else, that's a very different story.
That's how it works.
But if it was incriminating myself, I'd be like, okay, that amount of money for this many years in prison, which prison is it in? Am I able to get extradited to Norway, where the prisons are,
reasonable.
As people here in America would say, cushy as shit, and people in Europe would say, adequate.
Yeah.
That's a really good way to rehabilitate somebody.
Rehabilitation.
Trust. Like, hey, no, I know you did this really terrible thing. We're gonna work on continuously increasing your level of trust in your fellow man, our level of trust in you, your level of responsibility, and allowing you to be able to, reassimilate into society. Versus, hey, 40 years, bitch. Welcome back. Here's an iPhone.
Yeah, we're gonna punish
you. Good luck.
Also, you owe your victims $100,000, and we keep all your money.
Good luck getting a fucking job.
Yeah. Man, that's the other fucked up thing I saw. Okay, this is two fucked up things. 13-year-old boy gets kidnapped by a 17-year-old boy. 17-year-old boy breaks his legs from the feet.
His own legs?
No.
Right?
The little boy's legs. He starts breaking his foot, and then his knees, and then his thighs, and his hips. And then the dude crawls down, calls the police.
Cops come, charge him with the murder of his own father.
They shoot him in the head because they're freaked out by how many
it is. Ew! He must have murdered someone.
No, the cops, they pull him out of there just in time because he's about to die from internal bleeding. And then they catch this other guy who then That's the first thing the fucking would-be murderer said was, he's still alive? Like a dead giveaway. Stupid as fuck. And then he confesses for another one. They dig up the body and the legs are all fucking mangled. It's his MO. He likes breaking bones is his thing. Anyway, they give him life in prison, obviously. And the kid, who eventually does walk again, with a number of surgeries, he was able to get his legs fixed up. But the kid is awarded $21 million by the court to be paid by the perpetrator.
So that pays for one leg, right?
Essentially. But the problem here is that he hasn't seen a fucking red cent of that because he's spending a life sentence forced to work for $1 an hour, and all that fucking money goes to the prison. It doesn't go to the victims. Like, what's the fucking point of that? Why are they working? You know? Why are they forced to work if they're not going to be paying their literal debt to society? They're just giving it to the warden to spend at his fucking leisure. Some bullshit. We let it get too bad.
You know, did I mention to you that I called... I can't even remember. There's times... so, for the listeners out there, I'm white, which means I can talk to pretty much anyone that I want, make any phone call that I want without really any consequences.
Yeah.
I can't remember who I called, but I had a question. I was like, what... You know, there's a homeless person, right? No identification. Done. Zero. They just have the clothes on their back.
Yeah, a mystery waiting to happen.
What do they do? You know, because there's a whole like, oh, get a fucking job, you know, whatever. Like, how? Mm-hmm. How are you gonna? If you have no ID, you are a John Doe. What do you do? So I called again, whoever the fuck it was. I don't know if it was like a homeless place or
passport office.
It might have been like the non-emergency line.
Yeah, you've done that a few times.
Yeah, you can get some interesting information from them. Hey, is it legal to drive around with a keg full of water in the back of your vehicle if you're 17? But
is it legal to drive in reverse as long as you follow all of the rules?
That was an interesting one. Yeah. That was it. It turns out it is, as long as you have headlights in the back of your vehicle and brake lights on the front.
Yeah. You probably will be pulled over.
Yeah.
Because cops don't need to know the law.
Also, good fucking luck maintaining the speed limit in reverse.
Yeah, you'll have to have a tricked out fucking ride.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just like, hey, so what do? You know, they were like, well, you'd have to get a social security card. You know, you'd have to get an ID. And I was like, how do you get an ID? And they were like, you gotta get a social security card. How do you, okay, you need to get a birth certificate.
But you need an address to get the birth certificate. And that's the first piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, but how do you get an address?
That's the thing.
Yeah, so I kept asking, like, okay, well, how do you get that thing? And the big one was, the base one was birth certificate. Yeah. And they were like, you need to, you know, get your parents, father, your guardian, whatever.
Yeah, if you can't
and
do
they
that.
have to go in there and tell you, sorry, go ahead.
No, if you can't get your parents, which obviously you can't, because you're homeless, you know, that's not going to work for whatever reason. You have to call the hospital that you were born in. You have to know what hospital you were born in, which isn't a thing for a lot of people. And then you have to ask them to send you one, and you have to pay the money for it, and then you have to have an address for them to send it to. So it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, the talking to this person, the questions I was asking ultimately led to them going, well, I don't know. Like,
yeah.
How do you get a birth certificate? You gotta get your parents. What if you don't know your parents? Like, and all of them are reasonable questions.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, what if you don't have fucking fingers so you can't get your fingerprints?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, which is a thing also, you know.
That could happen.
If you don't have any fucking fingers, you lose your hands, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's not an unrealistic thing to happen, just losing all of your identification.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. That could happen tomorrow to any one of us.
You get your wallet stolen?
Yeah. I've gotten my passport stolen twice. Fucking twice. I think one of them was, I'll blank this out, but... You remember... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he stole my fucking passport and my wallet, which had all the money I needed for my fucking film school final.
That sucks.
Yeah. Dude stole a bunch of shit from us. He's a piece of shit. No loyalty. Anyway. Yeah, some more shit, man. It's easier to get... it's easier to get a stolen identity than to get your own identity.
It's easier to go to the fucking public library, get access to Tor,
yeah.
Find your way into the Vanta Black Web.
Yeah, it's easier and cheaper. And to be honest,
get yourself a fake identity.
You wouldn't even need fucking an internet access at all. You could just fucking ask around until you find the right person who will sell you my passport that's been stolen. And they'll put your picture on it. No big fucking deal at all.
It's something that's interesting is, there are people who come to this country with zero identification.
Mm-hmm.
A common one is Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, typically these people have family in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And I have enough for the listeners out there. I am a foreigner as well. This is just an example.
You were an illegal immigrant for a bit.
Yeah, I was illegal for quite a while. But I'm white, so no one gave a fuck.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, you come here, you got no ID. You stand outside the Home Depot, that's the stereotype. You stand outside the Home Depot, you get a job, get work,
mm-hmm.
and you can find a place to live.
Yeah.
You can live a life with no identification.
Yeah.
However, very hard, if not impossible, to assimilate into American culture.
Yeah, because that requires being able to go into debt for various things. It requires, having a grotesque amount of information about you available to anyone so you can vote. There's a number of things where you need an ID. And a big one is, owning anything. Like anything. And that's why a lot of these people will get a fake ID. They're in high school, they'll get a fake driver's license just in case, Because there's fucking American citizens don't know how to speak English. If you get pulled over and you have a fucking fake ID that doesn't set off alarms, you could get away with it most of the time. As long as it's not something terrible you've done. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Just the fact that you could just pay $90, you get a fucking working ID from someone who died.
Well, I mean,
didn't get a fucking death certificate.
$90, you're not gonna get something that scans.
No. But I mean,
visual identification.
You could get something that scans. There's whole identikits.
No, you could for sure. Not for $90.
No, probably not. It'd probably be a couple.
Unless you were to find a stolen ID that looks like you.
Yeah.
Same height and weight.
Yeah, and you'd find the person first and then take their shit.
Yeah, you hold a look-alike competition for yourself.
And then you'd fucking Mr. Ripley that fucker and push him off of the boat.
You hold the wallet that's in their pocket and push them.
Yeah. And it looks funny, but it is murder.
Yeah. As long as everyone laughs.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all that matters,
You gotta find a lookalike who's a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's been harassing an entire small town.
Which, if someone were to look like me, it would be totally understandable that they were a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So, one of the reason that I bring that up is something that I was thinking about before I went to Europe. Was, if someone were to take a boat, a ship, whatever the fuck, a boat.
Mm-hmm. Steal away?
Somehow, no, on your own.
Oh.
You get your own boat, and you go across the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
And you land in Portugal, or, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Northern Africa. You just land. I can't fucking imagine it's anything like the USA-Mexico border.
No. There's a lot of portions
and,
where if you have a rowboat, you can just go wherever you want.
And you land, and then you just walk onto land.
Yeah, but...
And now you're a new person.
If you're at a port, or if anyone, reports your boat for whatever reason, then you're kind of fucked.
What are they gonna? They put you in fucking prison?
Yeah.
That's why you take your boat to fucking Norway.
Well, that's the thing.
Worst thing that happens is you get free home and lodge.
That's true. You'd have to go through the North Sea,
They let their
though.
prisoners have fucking kitchen knives to cook with.
You would definitely have to go through the North Sea to get to Norway. And hats off if you've made it. You deserve whatever amenities
those
you can
dark
get.
Waters.
Yeah, Jesus. But like, if you go to like, this is a common thing. It's like a new form of Shanghaiing people. Is that like wealthy fucking like freighter ship owners will get these like rusted out hulks on the cheap because they're about to fucking sink, right? They're about to be sunk because they're no longer seaworthy, right? And they'll get a whole crew and they'll tell the crew, you know, you're going to get paid this amount for the journey to, you know, the UAE and back. And then they go to the UAE, they take the freight out. The people the workers don't have the proper identification. They can't get off the boat. And the dude sells all the shit on the boat, leaves the boat with the people on it, and just fucks off. Doesn't pay them, and they're stuck there on a boat and you know, parked at a place they can't legally go into. And then the people at the port have to fucking deal with it. And it's this. Some of these people end up on the boat for like months at a time, and they're relying on the harbor master to fucking feed them and shit. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. But yeah, it's like fucking terminal, man. You just end up in this fucking bureaucratic limbo.
It's crazy how easy it is to end up in bureaucratic limbo.
Yeah, there's too many fucking black holes out there
that we just want to not think about.
Yeah.
You know, if you were to... I mean, the weather would suck. But Iceland.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much uninhabited land.
Yeah, you could land there.
The vast majority of Iceland is completely uninhabited. If you were to take a boat, land in Iceland, on one, like, realistically, just anywhere other than Reykjavik or Keflavik, just north of there, you could get access to a computer somehow.
Well,
library,
you could be on
whatever.
your boat with satellite internet, and you could practice forging Icelandic fucking identification.
No. I'm saying you get access to a computer somehow. Go to a library, fuck it, whatever. There are numerous websites for places in Europe and Iceland as well, where you can these different farmers, whatever, in rural ass Iceland will be like, yo, we'll give you free room and lodge if you work for us. Iceland would be a little tricky because everything's so far away, but in Europe with the train systems that are there, you know, like if you can make it there, you can do work away, and you get free room and lodge. You work on it, and it's not like they're gonna check your fucking ID.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, we just want someone to scoop up cow shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, cool, I'll do that if you don't check my ID. And they're like, whatever. Sleep in my shack.
I literally don't.
Very far away from my house.
I don't give a good goddamn.
Just scoop the poop. And boom, there you go. You get some cash. You can, you know, figure it out from there.
Yeah, you just live in Iceland now. As long as you don't get caught, you probably will never get caught.
Dude, I cannot express how much of Iceland is completely fucking uninhabited and unreachable.
Yeah, because it's, I mean, barren.
It's volcanic.
Yeah,
you know.
it's for the fucking.
You walk for like
an
hour inland, and likely no one's ever been there.
Uncharted territory.
Yeah.
There could be a monster there that we don't know about. Could be a skinwalker. That could be skinwalker territory.
Skinwalkers.
There could literally be elves, and we'll never find out because no one's gonna go there.
It would probably be trolls, honestly, but
well, trolls and they're both.
Trolls are the big thing up there.
Yeah, trolls.
They're big fans of trolls.
But they also have like the hidden folk, right? They got the Fae up in Iceland as well.
Not as big.
I'm
telling you, trolls are fucking huge up there, man. Like they've got like statues of them.
We've both spent probably an undue amount of time looking into various mythologies.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
Cultures. Yeah. I found one. Nah, fuck it. Nope. I'm just gonna do the conversation ender. We're not gonna talk about Icelandic mythology this late into the episode. Okay. Ooh.
What's your medium favorite form of potato?
Mediums. Tough putt. Shoot. Au gratin?
Au gratin?
No,
I'd say
that's fine.
plain ass mashed potatoes, no butter, no garlic. That would be like yeah, I'll eat it for sure.
Yeah, I think like mashed potatoes, regardless of the butter garlic situation, if they're really mashed, no skin, just a creamy sort of like a instant mash, that kind of shit, it's probably right down the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Neither good nor bad.
Yeah, see, if I were to get plain mashed potatoes, but they were like meat, like in terms of like what you're talking about, I'm gonna say is a 10 mashed. 0 is raw, 1 is raw.
Yeah.
I'd be wanting like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
You know, so it's mashed potatoes, but there's still
chunky,
some chunks,
some chunkiness
of potato, like like smallish chunks, but there's still some chunks in there. See, that's what I'm looking
That's
for.
the good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm
good
with
texture,
you, because
if
it's too creamy, it's like peanut butter. It sticks
yeah,
to the
it's
roof
like
of your
you're
fucking mouth.
like swallowing it at
You're
that
like,
point.
hold up.
You're just gulping it down.
Just trying to guck it down your
I
throat.
want there to be something going on. I want to work for it.
Yeah.
Not as much work as a raw potato, but
Yeah. You don't want it to be like crisp.
I don't want to dislocate my jaw. How'd you get lockjaw? Probably from sucking so much. No, it was a raw potato.
It's not even as cool as that.
Nope. I'm sucking on a raw potato, and here we are.
That's better than the one I was gonna do, so we'll just use that one. Thanks for listening to Bone Room.
Baculums.
The baculum is the penis bone. Good night.
Good night.